It is always a celebration here in the city of New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Superdome.
Tonight, we reach the unofficial midway point of the season with a good Monday night battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the New Orleans Saints. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25.
They'll start on the ground here on first down.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. This defense for the Saints, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified.
Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Herbert. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. 1st and 10 right at the 20. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Throwing on 2nd and 8.
Herbert.
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill.
And the Saints are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
On first down, they'll start out with Akers.
Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
They'll go again here with Akers.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run for this with Akers.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
The Saints sitting at 5-2 on the year, and they come in on a good run, winners of 5 of their last 7.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
first carry now for Pierre Strong.
And he's got some space here.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. So they go play action here. Mond.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Mond.
Under pressure, they got him again. Devin Bush able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Now make that a 2nd sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
Well, they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
And that is incomplete.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their 2nd possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and they have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
On 2nd and inches,
Herbert.
a leap, and he's got it. He got it. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one good for 37 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
Second and 12.
Here's a give up the middle.
After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Herbert has it knocked free.
And this is picked up by the Saints. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Past the 20. And he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a Saint touchdown. And that's a linebacker showing he can move pretty good with a football in his hand.
That's not just a short shuttle now. He took it and went a pretty good distance, didn't he? Did you get the 40 time on that?
I didn't, but he got 6 points out of it. I know that's a great play for that defensive unit.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
But one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Well, still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Herbert on third down now. He's going to let this one go deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on fourth down.
Take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. First and 10 as this new drive starts. Mond looks to throw on first down.
High throw, but the catch is made. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. In motion right here comes Johnson.
On first and 10, here's Mond.
He's got a man, complete.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front. A false start backs him up 5. First and 15.
Mond going to throw it.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. On second and 15 now.
Mond.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Jags are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. He'll be upended at the 18. That's a very helpful pickup of 9 after the play began at the 9. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming.
CD, put on your OC cap here. What do you do? 2nd and 1, you get stuffed. Now 3rd and 1.
In the old days, I would have said we're going to line up and we're going to run the same darn play and we're going to get it right. But nowadays, as tough as defenses are, I want some mobility. I want some movement, putting the ball in the hands of my quarterback and giving him a run-pass option.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Blake Gillikin on to punt here as he'll send this one away.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they've got themselves a 7-0 lead here, but that, you recall, was a defensive touchdown, so still nothing as of yet for this offense.
Well, they're happy to have the lead. We got to cut them a little bit of slack. It's still early enough, just a couple of drives so far, but if this one goes nowhere, those adjustments that we talk about, they shouldn't wait for halftime. They should go ahead and start working on them right now.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Going right back to Akers. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. Off the play fake, Mond.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
He gets it to Cooks.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Certainly worth noting he's now 1 catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert.
Flushed out right.
And he wisely will throw that one away. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
They snap it to Herbert.
And he comes back with one complete.
And he is going to have a Jags first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
So not only do they convert on fourth, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Herbert now. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And this is going to be intercepted.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. 1 second, all that remains.
They'll throw now on the final play. Airing this one out for Evans.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick.
And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Bond looks to throw.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
From the gun, here's Mon.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
To me, there's nothing like watching rookie effort in the NFL. So excited to be there. They're going to give you the max on each and every play, aren't they?
Well, he proved himself on that catch, that's for sure.
I think he may have proved himself to the point where he's going to get a second here.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
A give running right is Akers.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
They'll give this to Akers running right.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. Mon now off of play action.
He'll buy some time right. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
He's at the 50, 30, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's tough there, starting to mount a good drive. Quarterback lets his guard down for just a moment, and it's going to bite him.
And I was just about to remark how control of the game they were here in this 3rd quarter, but that return for 6 points, we now have a game again.
Extra point good by Prater, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Mond out of the shotgun.
He's got a man. Complete. 20. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Josh Oliver, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints have taken the lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they'd better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Play action. It's Herbert. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Touchdown! A great play there. 51 yards.
And the Jags are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Prater for the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Throwing on 2nd down. Mond. They'll roll him out right. This is a diving effort by Evans. What a catch. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Here's Mond.
Looking left sideline. It's complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it,
and he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there.
His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 21-14.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Finding Taysom Hill complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 39. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert.
And that one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get him the completion.
On 2nd and 10,
Herbert. Open man downfield is Hill.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 33 yards that time. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw here, Herbert. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Third and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory.
They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. 4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. Touchdown, Jaguars. Hayden Hurst. A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Jaguars are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed 1st down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. They'll drop to throw. This is caught by Evans.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone.
On the give, this is Akers.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Cam Akers
taking it in from 11 yards out.
And the Saints answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
And he is into the end zone. The conversion attempt is good, and that'll give him an 8-point lead here in the 4th.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about.
Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 44 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 66 yards rushing for him now as he's done it on 19 carries.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Now Herbert.
And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Saints will have the football back. So they'd converted their first 2 4th-down attempts. Not there. Now they're 2 for 3.
You think maybe the offense coordinator expended a little capital on that one? You know, when you're 2 for 2, you can lobby for that 3rd one, right? Didn't get it there. Maybe now the head coach might not be so eager to go for it as we go forward. That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They'll go option to the short side. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 8 there, and that should be enough to seal the victory.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
The Saints in victory formation now as they'll take the knee.
Here we go. 33, yellow. Check, cut.
The Saints in victory formation now as they'll take the knee.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles.